Want to see me review this new Sonic 3 action figure? Want to see me do it again? How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to the channel, Justin Collects. Today, we're taking a look at something a little different. You know, I like to review the weird, wacky figures on this channel. I don't stick to just one niche. That's why you see everything behind me that you do. So, these figures have kind of just hit the ground running. Get it? Running?
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
Yeah, whatever. Anyway, so these figures are hard to find. They popped up at Walmart. I think they're hitting Targets now, and people are scooping them up. I really wanted to get my hands on one. I kind of wanted Shadow, but yeah, Sonic and Shadow, I was able to find Sonic. So I also saw the Dr. Robotnik. I didn't pick him up. It's kind of out of scale. It's smaller. Anyway, I wanted to see what all the fuss, what all the hubbub was about with this figure. So, not opening it yet, just looking at it, I see a lot of articulation cuts. So, let's rip this guy open and see what we're working with here. But before we rip this guy open, let's take a look at this card. Now, I'm a sucker for a good carded action figure. You know, inbox is fine too, but man, a good card with a cross-sell on the back, a nice read-up. This is from the upcoming Sonic 3 movie. Full transparency, I watched Sonic 1, I liked it, still haven't watched the second one, so I will, and then watch the third one when it comes out. But yeah, you get Dr. Robotnik here, Shadow, and Tails are also in this line. And this is from Jakks Pacific, and Jakks Pacific is really stepped their game up so far this year. With the Simpsons line, they did, I guess it wasn't this year, it was probably last year, all the movie Mario figures. But just from the looks of this guy, he looks good, so let's rip it open and see what we're working with here. See if all the hype is justified and real with this guy. Ooh, kind of always hurts my soul ripping these cards open. Let's throw that trash. So you get a plastic clamshell here, no accessories. So this is a $15 figure, $14.99. So it would have been nice if it came with something, maybe a chili dog. Alright, so be careful taking this guy out of the clamshell. His big head right here is mine was really stuck in there. Full disclosure, my torso kind of popped apart, but I popped it back together real easy, and no breakage, no extra creases or anything. So, first impressions. I'm seeing kind of very Mario-esque, like from the Mario movie eyes. They don't follow you like those did, but they're like inset and like separate pieces, if that makes sense. Like it's pieces of plastic in there. Or they put plastic over the eye. I don't know how to describe it. Yeah, it's like clear plastic over the painted eye, but it doesn't follow you like the Mario eyes did. So, less nightmare fuel that way, I guess. So, there's a lot going on with this guy. A lot of articulation. It's kind of weird having it in hand on such a small buck. It almost feels very kind of finicky, like a SHF kind of. I'm not comparing it quality-wise to that, but because it's a $15 figure. But there's a lot of cuts on not a lot of plastic. So, starting at the head here, I mean, you're not really going to get a lot of paint. I mean, it's a lot of sculpted plastic. You get some quills, some black quills painted on the back here. I can tell you this guy's going to be real top-heavy. His articulation, I mean, he looks down about that much. The head will twist all the way around. And he has functional, look at this Hasbro, fully functional butterfly joints. I'm picking on Hasbro, but they've done some really good butterfly joints, but also some really bad misses. Look at some of the Lightning collection. So going over articulation with Sonic, you're not going to get much movement out of the head. It's just right there on a single, like a dumbbell, so there's no articulation there. You get a little bit of tilt. He's going to not look down, barely look up. Not too noticeable there. What you do get, though, are some nice butterfly joints right there in the shoulder. You don't see this with small figures that much. A upper bicep swivel, a single jointed elbow that you can swivel at as well as swivel at the wrist, and articulated hands. And these are really tight. You know, they might loosen over time, but it's nice to be able to
hold stuff if you want him to, or make fists. And he has a little diaphragm cut right there. You're not going to get much forward or back. You get a little bit, but you get some nice hula hoop action. He can twist. His legs kick out that much. They do go back. Upper thigh swivel. Single jointed knees with a lot of good range. You get ankle pivot. Point down that much, up that much, and yeah, nothing at the sock right there. So really good articulation with this guy on like a $15 figure. I'm really impressed, Jakks Pacific, because between this and the Simpsons line, man, y'all are doing a good job. And they are also really upping the articulation on some of the new Mario figures. Not this one, this is an old one, but some of the new ones are a lot better. So I really kind of do feel like Jada here has really challenged a lot of these action figure companies. I never would have thought a company like Jakks Pacific would give us such a highly detailed... I mean, I know there's no shading or anything, and it's a $15 figure, guys. But they really kind of went above and beyond with this. I mean, some shading with the paint and some accessories, maybe. I don't know what he would have came with, but that's really my only gripe. So doing a quick size comparison, first of all, you can see that our new Sonic is 5 inches tall, right there to the very top. Maybe a hair above. Here is Sonic next to a Jada Street Fighter Ryu, a normal 4-inch Jakks Pacific Sonic, and of course you got to put a Mario next to him. Unfortunately, I don't have any of the movie Mario figures, but this is the Jakks Pacific 4-inch line World of Mario. And we can keep going the Blue Dude comparison. Here is our Sonic next to the Revoltech Stitch. And of course, you've always got to compare to a Marvel Legends, so here's a comic Marvel Legends Captain America. Of course, I have to have Sonic next to the Jada Toys Chester Cheetah, and these guys look like they could definitely get in a lot of fun trouble together. So guys, my final thoughts on the new Sonic 3 Sonic action figure from Jakks Pacific. I really like it. This Jakks Pacific has really impressed me this year with their Simpsons line. I mean, we had some mishaps with the eyeballs and all that stuff, but those are good figures. Not a whole lot of paint. And this guy kind of follows suit. Not necessarily a whole lot of paint. Well, not a whole lot of paint at all. But this articulation, if they go forward with this type of articulation scheme on their $15 lines, man, they are going to be making a lot of money with if they kind of like retool some of the Mario figures to have this kind of articulation scheme. Man, I'm actually impressed. It's more of like a kid's toy, and some people might have things like some people might not like the articulated fingers, but it's just like one hinge. It's not like individual fingers, and it's a tight joint. I'll say it is a tight joint, and it's nice to be able to get him to either make a fist or hold some items or something like that. That again, he doesn't come with, no accessories, but I really like it. It's got good posability. He is top heavy with his head, but he has pegs on the bottom of the feet, so you can put him on some type of stand, have him in a running pose, or even on a flight stand doing some kind of jumping, all that good stuff. I really like this guy, and this, along with that Simpsons line, gives me a lot of more confidence with Jakks Pacific moving forward. Good job, Jakks Pacific. If I see the Shadow in person, I'll pick that one up too, because I really like this. So, guys, if you enjoyed the video, make sure you leave a comment. Let me know what you think about this figure. If you be picking up more Jakks Pacific figures with them really stepping their game up here recently. And don't forget to subscribe if you enjoyed the video. Until next time, appreciate you guys.